Drowning in deadlines, data running wild? Let's fix this together. Join the evolution, join the sharpest minds in HR at the HR Connect Conference 2025 on August 8 at the Marvin Peak Hotel, Accra, under the theme Empowering HR Excellence, Leveraging Data, Resilience, and Wellness for a Thriving Workplace. It's not just another conference, it's strategy, tech, wellness, and a few smart laughs too. Panels, keynotes, real talk, and real solutions. Let's lead, connect, and transform the way we work. For further inquiries and bookings, please call on 0541 222 365 to secure your seat. HR Connect Conference 2025. Lead, connect, transform.
If I can complete a marathon, then I can overcome any situation that comes my way.
Register now for the ABSA Black Star Marathon, because your story matters.
You're welcome back. You're still watching The Citiuation Room, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. On Citiuation Room, we talk politics. It comes your way every Thursday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. On our Citiuation Room, anything politics we talk about. As usual, I do the show with Fred Tete Jabano, my friend and brother, and my partner in crime.
There's no crime.
On Saturday, as I told you, the MPP will hold an important event as far as the party's restructuring is concerned. Over 4,000 delegates of the party will seek to amend portions of its constitution. The last time the MPP amended the constitution was in 2017. There was an attempt to amend the party's constitution in 2019, but that does not happen. On Saturday, the party is hoping that the over 300 proposals put forward for possible amendment to the party's constitution will be done at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium in Legon here in Accra. Today, on Citiuation, we will take you through some or portions of what the party is seeking to amend, and if these amendments will help the party's restructure and reshape as it prepares for the elections in 2028. My name is Samir Wiafi, and as mentioned earlier, I'm doing it with Fred Tete Ijabano. Fred, how are you?
I'm doing great, Samir.
I'm well. God is keeping me as well. So the MPP has been in the news in recent time. There was a NEC meeting, I think last week, to discuss the final modalities for Saturday's event. The party believes that this event may change the direction the party is hoping to go as far as recapturing political power is concerned. What are some of the key decisions that were taken at this meeting?
So, the NEC meeting was held on Monday.
On Monday, yeah. At the Alisa Hotel.
At the Alisa Hotel. And one of the major things which were discussed first was Ablekuma North. You will recall that the party had decided to boycott that particular election.
Yeah.
But then the candidate went ahead to go and run in the election, despite the decision of the party to boycott. And we are told that in that particular meeting, the candidate was questioned on her decision.
Yeah.
She apologized and explained that it was out of pressure by party supporters and constituents who had urged her on to go and contest. But you see, before that NEC meeting, there was a video of former President John Kufuor, which had come out a day before the meeting, the Sunday afternoon. In that video, John Kufuor had welcomed one of the flag bearer aspirants, or people who had one of the aspirant persons who had expressed interest in contesting the MPP flag bearer, Brian Echampon.
Yeah.
And in that conversation which we saw, you heard former President John Ejekum Kufuor raising concerns about the fact that he felt he had been sidelined. He said in Tree that he's been president, he's led the party into 2 consecutive victories. In fact, led the party into power for the first time in the Fourth Republic. And he believed that some of the things going on within the MPP as of now, he should be given at least a hearing to speak and give advice
these things,
about what is happening. But to his surprise, nobody had reached out to him. He felt sidelined. So he made that particular concern concerns known to the flag bearer aspirant. And this was just a day before the NEC meeting. And we are told in the NEC meeting that there was also a proposal for the postponement of the this Saturday's event, the national conference. NEC met, they listened to and discussed the proposal and dismissed it. President Kufuor himself was not available. Also, former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was also not present in that particular meeting. We are told he's out of the country.
He's out of the country.
We saw him in the UK, where he went to commiserate with the Nigerian people after the loss of their former president, Buhari. So these are the things which have been happening within the NPP. The NPP also took the firm decision on the modalities for Saturday's event, when it would start, how the people would be going. We are also told the program for the day was also agreed upon at the NEC meeting. So the MPP is actually set for Sunday's or Saturday's event. We are waiting. They put in place the different measures for the media, accreditation, and all other things. So all they are waiting for is that Saturday delegates, we are told, will be arriving from tomorrow. From Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, the event is expected to begin, where delegates will be allowed entry. We are also told that security measures have been put in place to ensure that everybody is protected and secured. Luckily for the MPP, a few days before this event, the University of Ghana has also lifted the ban on social gathering on campus.
There was a COVID scare on campus.
Due to the COVID scare, that's the university placed a ban on social gatherings. But the university has lifted that ban. So it gives the MPP the opportunity to hold this particular conference.
Okay.
So in general, this is what was discussed at NEC on Monday, hoping that on Saturday, the party would now go make decisions which would change the direction and the look of the party. As you know, the MPP, after every electoral defeat, after every electoral defeat, tries to put in new measures, tries to remake and relook, reshape the party to make it more attractive for the Ghanaian voters. And this is one of the steps the party is taking to ensure that they reorganize ahead of the elections 2028.
Fred, in a short, I'll let you take us through some of the proposals that the party is seeking to, infuse in the constitution as far as the amendment is concerned. But let's go on to the ground. I mean, the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, where the Deputy General Secretary of the MPP and Secretary of the Planning Committee, as far as this whole special or National Delegates Conference of the MPP is concerned, his name is Haruna Mohammed. He joins us live from the University of Ghana Sports Stadium to tell us how preparations are going and how many people we should expect, how is the whole program outline going to be like, and the rest. Haruna, if you can hear me, thank you very much for your time. Tell us, you're on the ground. I'm told you've been on the ground since last night. Tell us about preparation.
Yes, I've been here. Sami, at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. For the past 3 days, I have been here to ensure that the grounds and everything are set. The planning committee of the conference met and discussed matters relative to the activities that will lead to the delegates conference on Saturday. We took briefings from all the subcommittees. We have 8 subcommittees to this particular conference. Accommodation has briefed us as to how accommodation arrangement has been made. The 5 northern regions and the 3 Bono regions, put together 8, will be accommodated at the University for Professional Studies, that is UPSA. We also have the other 7 regions, minus Greater Accra, will be at Anakazo in the eastern region, where they will be accommodated. Bus arrangement has been made, and those coming from the north will start their journey late today or early. Some of them have taken off. I understand the Upper East region have taken off. The other regions' transportation arrangements too have been made, and in due course, most of them will leave in the early hours of Friday. The arrival to the conference venue or Accra has been made. Security arrangement has been put in place. This morning, we have had the opportunity to meet with the security team that was led by DCOP Dut, who is the regional commander for the Ghana Police Service, and also the divisional commander for the airport area. This is a division, which is ACP Kwame Tewia. He was there, and other men in uniform. We also had the opportunity to have the ambulance service. They were here represented. Also, the fire service was represented here. We had a thorough discussion on the outline of the conference in terms of security. In terms of briefing, all the regions have been assigned an entry point where they would enter into the stadium and take their seats. Delegates arrangement has also been presented to them. Accreditation arrangement and security-wise has also been presented to them. For the purpose of familiarity, the gate will be managed by the Ghana Police Service, and 2 officers of the party will be on a particular standby in terms of identification and other matters that will come that need to be resolved. We want to have a professional touch to this particular entire exercise within the period that we have assigned for this particular work to be done. In terms of health preparations, we have designated certain points. 3 of the stands will be inside the stadium and 2 of the stands will be outside the stadium to be able to take the overflow of other health emergencies that will come. Again, we have also made arrangement at the University of Ghana Medical Center at the emergency. They have given us some certain emergency unit where we will have to send persons that we think that they need referral services. 10 medical professionals have been assigned by emergency statutes to be able to handle such instances. In terms of media accreditation, from tomorrow, accreditation will be opened, and all media houses that have duly filled the Google form will be accredited, and accreditation will be given to them by the Media and Communication Subcommittee. In terms of accommodation too, I have already briefed you, and we intend that the Greater Accra region, they will come from their various constituencies and homes. They are not going to be added to those that are going to be accommodated. In terms of also accreditation, delegates accreditation is identified. It's clear. It has one color. The security features have been put before the security officers, and the security officers will ensure that this is done. The party internal security will also heavily assist the officers of state to be able to make sure that the right thing is done. Procedure of conference is also being put together. The brochure for the conference contains the running order, and this running order is something that we intend to follow through. All amendments have also been printed, binded, and put together. The secretariat of the committee will also be meeting tomorrow. The conference package will be put together. A bag is provided for conference. We have the motions in the bag. We have the accreditation in the bag. We have the brochure in the bag. You have a pen to take note in the bag. And any other material that is required for conference will be put in a bag. We know that every constituency is having 17 members that will be coming from every constituency. So when you open a pack, you would have those bags 17, and that these will be presented to regional secretaries together with their regional organizers and the youth organizers to distribute to each and every member. In terms of National Council representatives that are coming from each region, regions have 17. So when the packs are put together, 3 or 4, or depending upon the number of council representatives that are coming, will be put together in that particular region. For example, in Greater Ashanti region, we have 5 council representatives. They will be added to the number of 17, and that will give you 22. So they will have 22 bags that will be put in each in the regional complement of the package for the conference. In terms of food, food is also made available. Tomorrow as they arrive, supper will be provided to them, and in the morning of Saturday, they will get their breakfast. They will also take their lunch. We expect to close conference by 3 p.m. 2 p.m. we should finish. 3 p.m. everything should be done, and all those who are coming from afar will also board their buses and get back to their destination. So conference is something that is ready. Grounds here, The grounds committee is putting together. The stage is being provided. The stage is not going to be a sitting stage. It's going to be an open stage, a speaking stage. Again, we have also seen that some people have paid an advertisement to the school. At the entrance, there is electronic advertisement that they are advertising them. I use this medium to call on them to stop, because we ask the security and the managers of that particular platform to take all those adverts out. We don't intend to see banners here. We don't intend to see any poster here. We don't intend anybody to come with a T-shirt of any aspirant, be it constituency, be it electoral area, be it regional, be it national, or be it a potential flag bearer aspirant. We don't intend to see all those things here. If we see them, we will pull it down. Just as I have just seen this, I have reported to the internal security to get to the officials of the university to get this particular advertisement pulled down as soon as possible. This conference is not for elections. This conference is for amendment of our party's constitution. And the theme for the conference is rebuilding together with our values. And this is something that is very important to us. Everybody in history knows that the New Patriotic Party is the only party that has not changed in form, that has not directed their forces to a different direction. We have stayed true to our tradition. And that is why we stand alone in terms of the activities that we do. We have brought on together to be able to get even the socialists, what they have not been able to do, we have brought it to be done within the Conservative Party, such as a center-right political party, the New Patriotic Party.
Quite a comprehensive and a detailed, breakdown of how activities is going to go down on Saturday. But then I have a question for you. We know that 17 from every constituency, so we are looking at, let's say, 4,000 and above. But then how important is Saturday's event for the MPP as far as recapturing political power is concerned in 2028?
Saturday is important because if you follow the history, the first time a sitting president lost elections was 2016. And that election had given a gap of over 1 million votes. The heaviest of election was 2016. The next heaviest election was in 2024, where the MPP lost a very huge margin of votes. At this point in time, the MPP need to be rebuilt. We need to remind ourselves of our core values. We need to get united. And in doing so, we have decided that we trigger Article 19 of the party's constitution in form of amendment. And party persons have been able to send proposals. Many people have sent proposals that is going to help reshape the party and take away certain matters that has been of hindrance to the progress of the party. We think that in going through this particular process, one of the avenues that will be able to speak to each other, speak to power, and get to understand that the MDC has begun on a very wrong note. We need to get united and rescue Ghana. And that is why we are coming together, and we think that this is very important in the history of the New Patriotic Party.
Haruna, I have two questions for you. When, with such events, you would realize that there are a number of party sympathizers, party supporters who would like to come to the venue of this event. You've spoken about the security arrangements you have so far. Can you tell us what is the plan for party supporters and party sympathizers who are not delegates? Would they be allowed entry into the stadium? What's the plan for them?
This is a very important question. If you go to the constitution of the party in Article 5, it gives you the structure of the party. As part of the structures of the party, the National Delegates Conference is attended by some group of people who have been given the mandate to manage the party and take decisions on a higher level. So reading from Article 10.2 of the party's constitution, persons who are eligible to attend conference are clearly stated. We call on the rank and file of the party, people who are very much interested to be part of it. We want to remind them that they have given a mandate to a certain group of people to represent them and take decision. Conference is the highest decision-making body of the party. Apart from conference, the next is the National Council. So all of us would have wished to be here, and let's remind ourselves that we have set the rules for ourselves and we need to obey those particular rules. We will make sure that we will represent them and represent them well. We will also provide screens outside, persons who will come and will not be allowed to enter, because conference is strictly by accreditation. If you are not accredited to enter, you would not be allowed. That does not mean that your status in the New Patriotic Party has changed. It is only that we are carrying your mandate of representation, that those people you believed in, those people you entrusted your power, those people you think that they can take the decisions on your behalf will go in and take the decisions. And I think that this is going to be a clear representation of all the rank and file of the party. We would not do anything that will affect the peace of the party, and that is why we are calling on to get the support of every member. We can't have everybody here. The MPP have a support base of over 6 million, and I don't think that it is something that we would undermine. We respect their views, but we truly ask them to give us the opportunity to represent them. Just as the members of parliament, representing over thousands and thousands of people, sit in parliament and make laws and take decisions on our behalf without us being present in the chamber. We want to also ask them to give us that particular courtesy. We will not take their courtesies for granted. We will give them that needed respect.
Now, finally, one of the major themes for this particular event is the amendment. How many amendments will be tabled before the delegates on Saturday?
It's around 50. I can't give you the exact figure. I need to cross-check back to the amendment committee. But the report to the National Council, the last time we had our National Council at Alisa, they were quoting somewhere 50-something of the motions that are going to be presented before the conference.
Will the voting be by voice count, or there will be actual ballots for people to vote?
Sami, by precedent, the MPP have done constitutional amendment in 1 or 2 instances. There has never been physical vote for those particular motions that were moved. I believe that we will follow the precedents, and at the end of the day, the MPP will emerge the winner, and clarity will be brought to the various provisions that have been sought to be amended.
Is it the expectation that you have all these 50 proposals or motions, adopted by conference? Because the last time you made an attempt in 2019, that did not happen. You had to refer it to the National Council to make these amendments. Is it your expectation that all 50 will be done on Saturday without pushing some forward for the National Council to do so?
It will be difficult for me to determine what is going to happen tomorrow or tomorrow next. What I can say is that this is going to be presented before conference, and conference to take decisions on them. I believe that what has happened this time, you look at the motions that are going to be presented, the motions are carefully presented. The motions are carefully captured. You know that we had over 300 proposals that were submitted. Out of the 300 proposals that were submitted, consolidation were done from all the 300, because you could see one proposal repeating itself in different form, in different language. That could take maybe 15 or even 20, which is just one. So the amendment committee has to sit down and consolidate all these particular proposals that are before them, and then put them into motions. So even getting 300 and coming down up to 50-something, I believe that the amendment committee have done 50% of the work for conference, and I believe that the conference will look at it. Again, the amendment committee is putting down guidelines of the amendment motions as to how they are going to be presented on the floor of conference, and clarity will be brought on it, and decisions will be taken on them. We are taking a cue from what happened in 2021, where we could not be able to finish all the exercise and had to refer it back to the National Council. We are very much aware of what happened, and we are taking the measures to ensure that it does not repeat itself this time. And I can assure you that conference will certainly take decision at the end of the day and will not refer a certain matter to the National Council. This is my observation. It is not a finality.
Haruna, thank you. Thank you very much for that detailed conversation, detailed analysis of how the whole process is going to be like on Saturday. Thank you very much for your time. Haruna Mohammed is Deputy General Secretary of the MPP and Secretary of the National Delegates Conference Planning Committee, which is taking place on Saturday at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium at Legon here in Accra. Fred, quite a detailed, breakdown of what is expected to take place on Saturday.
Exactly. I think a lot has gone into this planning.
Yeah.
When you listen to Haruna and what the committee plans to do, you realize that there's been a lot of conversation, there's been a lot of talk, and they are looking to have an incident-free event. Usually when you go to such political events, one of the challenges you have is where delegates are going to enter from. So there are set places where delegates will be coming from. By the time you realize, you see party supporters and sympathizers who are not delegates, who do not have any business for the occasion there, and sometimes taken the spaces of the delegates. So you recall that I asked them what's the plan for it. And it looks like this time around the party is asking that if you are not going to do anything, if you are not going to get involved in the plan for the day, you should not be there. That would help in coordinating people moving and going out. Also, one of the biggest concerns of the party was the fact that going into this particular conference, the presidential aspirants or people who are interested
will
to
come and
lead the
display
party
themselves there.
will come and display themselves, put in
with their
posters,
billboards, their banners, their
and
T-shirts.
T-shirts and supporters jumping in and out, running all around, pushing a particular candidate. The party is saying that this time round, they are not going to allow that. And that is good, Sami. This particular conference is to amend the constitution of the party. And with amendments of the constitution in any organization, it's a very serious business. It is not a time where you would have the fanfare. It's a time of reflection, especially where the party is coming on the back of one of its biggest defeats in the Fourth Republic. You look at it and you want a lot more seriousness, a lot more calm, a lot more reflection, so that people will not just be at the ground and an amendment is read and everybody shouts, yeah, or no. It's a time where people the delegates would have to now sit down, consider. Already they've been given these proposals.
Warmly welcome you to the presidency on this special occasion. A courtesy call by His esteemed delegation from His Royal Majesty Nairi, who are here at the presidency. Without